Hello everybody, my name is Robert and this is Review Crew. Now today we are taking a look at this, the Xiaomi Mi 10T Lite. The Xiaomi Mi 10T Lite is part of their new 10T series. This is their cheaper end at only £220, but it really does pack a punch. With a 120Hz display that is almost 7 inches in size, a 33-watt charger in the box, 5G support, and so much more. So, at £220, is this phone worth it? Or should you maybe hold off and go for one of the more expensive T10 or T10 Pro? Let's get right into this unboxing and find out. But before we do that, if this is the first time that you're seeing my face on your screen, then one, lucky you, and two, if you could consider going down there, dropping a like, dropping a subscribe, maybe even hitting that bell notification icon, so you get notified every time I upload. Anyway, let's get right into this unboxing of the Xiaomi Mi 10T Lite. So here we are with the packaging on the Mi 10T Lite. I'm really excited by this phone purely because of that 5G capabilities and that 120Hz screen as well. But let's take a look around the box first. So on the front we of course get that 10T and the Lite with 5G. Not much else is going on. Along this side we've got obviously the name again. Along the back basically no information. And along the bottom there is where you've got all your extra gumph. But let's go ahead and just take the lid off of that box. Place it off to the side. The first thing we see is another box that says the words designed by Xiaomi. This gives off massive Apple vibes. Not a bad thing, but very much Apple vibes. We've obviously got the SIM eject tool, some instructions there, and let me just push all that off to the side while we take a look at the case. We of course do get a case with this, as you do with every Xiaomi phone. The main difference with this case compared to 10T and 10T Pro is this case is not antibacterial in any way. If you buy the Mi 10 Pro or the Mi 10, then you will get an antibacterial case, and you'll also have an antibacterial screen protector. No such luck here. You just get a normal rubbery case, and of course a screen protector built into the phone. Next up we do have that phone, and if I can get it out of the box, there we go. Let's take a look at what we get underneath as well. So there's obviously some more cardboard to pull off. And under there, we get that 33-watt fast charger. Yes, you heard that right. In the box, you get a 33-watt charger. That is some super fast charging. Faster than the OnePlus and a couple of other phones as well. But to see it in the box is incredible. 33 watts there. And of course, you do get that USB-C cable as well. But we'll drop that off to the side and take a look around the phone. So of course on the front there we do get a little bit more information about the phone, including that 64 megapixel camera that's on the back there, that 120Hz display, that battery that's nice and big as well, and the 750G, which is the Qualcomm new chip, which is their 5G chip. On the back we've got this lovely blue colour. This is a brand new colour for Xiaomi, and I really like it. But let's go ahead and peel off the plastic here. Beautiful. Peeling off that plastic leaves us with that beautiful big display there. Those cameras on the back as well, and of course that sticker, which is always on Xiaomi products and annoys me greatly. So along one side here you do have nothing other than that SIM slot. Along the bottom, we've got that USB-C and a 3.5mm jack. I'm really glad to see that they're keeping with the 3.5mm jack. We've also got along the bottom here, on the other side, the power button, which is a little bit lower, and I believe that is also a fingerprint reader. So we'll start powering this device on as we continue to look around. We obviously have the volume and some microphones along the top, and that's pretty much it. So this phone also comes in a, I believe, black and a pinky coral as well, which is very nice. So we'll wait for this to load up, and then we'll take a quick look around the UI. So straight away, we are seeing that this is, of course, running MIUI 12. Let's go through the normal setup process. This is all in... Oh wow, okay, this is all in Chinese. I suppose we need to try and find English. Let's quickly do that. Okay, I found it. It's right there at the top. I just completely missed it. So we're going to go UK. Beautiful. What we can also do here is choose our language, which is of course going to be English UK. Next up, choosing our region. Of course, right now I'm in the UK, so I'm going to choose that. I'm just going to quickly connect to my network, and then I'll jump back to you when we're in that MIUI and we can see that beautiful 120Hz screen at its best. So, of course, one of the first things I had to do when I got this phone was go into the settings, and inside the display settings we could change between 60 and 120. What I'm going to do is just bring that up there, and it will show you a general idea of what the screen difference will look like. So we're obviously going to turn on 120Hz because we want the most out of this display. To go back to the home screen, we of course see the very usual MIUI. That does feel smooth, you know. That feels incredibly smooth. I'm just going to jump back into the settings and move back over to that 60Hz. Refresh rate, 60Hz. So we're back to 60Hz. Yeah, that's weird. 120Hz certainly does make a difference. We of course do have those cameras as well, so I'm going to take a picture real quick with these cameras and we can take a look at what they look like. So one thing I did notice is that there was quite a delay in me pressing that button and actually taking the image. The shutter was not particularly fast. But the image quality itself is pretty good. I mean, it's kind of what I would expect from a £220 phone. So let's just go ahead and go back and take a look at some of the different options that we have here. So we can of course do portrait modes, and the more interesting things are under more. So power your creativity is the way they've coined these new Mi 10T phones. There is lots of different settings in terms of light painting and such, but we'll go into those a little bit more in the full review, but we do know that they're there. So we can also just go ahead and come out of that. Let me take a quick selfie and have a look at the quality of that. So in terms of quality on that selfie, I would say that's pretty good. You can see my face really clear there. But no, I would say that's a very, very acceptable selfie. Quite a lot of blur. I suspect the AI has done quite a lot of work to it, but it looks fairly good. And we can, of course, play games and such. I will quickly run a Geekbench score on this, get back to you with that score, and then leave it here for the moment until we get the full review, which will be in a couple of weeks' time. So there we have some Geekbench scores as well. As a single core, we have a 655. As multi-core, 1989, which puts this phone pretty squarely in the middle, really. It's nothing too powerful, but it is no slouch either. And certainly for only £220, I would argue that that's very good performance, especially with those 4 cameras on the back as well. But we'll go into more of that in the full review. So if you're interested in seeing that full review, then please do consider dropping down below, hitting that like button, hitting subscribe, and maybe even that bell notification icon so you get notified every time that I upload. Anyway, guys, do you like this phone? Do you think it looks great? Are you going to pick one up? If so, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will catch you in the next one. Adios.